is going on, guys? We are back with another video. We have Harry's S650. We actually dyno tuned this car. I think we only posted some content on TikTok, but this is actually Parker Jones's old car. This car has had a twin turbo kit on it. It got returned back to naturally aspirated with just some long tube headers. And well, now we're gonna ProCharge it and we can actually finally really tune it. We are doing a ProCharger, I think it's a P1SC. Oh no, a little spicy boy. We got a D1X. So we got all the parts and pieces laid out. I haven't even seen any instructions on how to install these ProCharger kits, but ultimately they're usually not too difficult. We are doing oil pump gear and crank gear on this one. So I'm gonna tear this thing apart so it's ready for Jason to hop on it tomorrow and get the rest of that done. So I'm gonna get a jump start today, get the front end off. We're gonna try to bang out Harry's car, so hopefully he can pick this up and enjoy it, and also to get you guys some S650 ProCharger content because I haven't really seen much out there. We're gonna be tuning this, NL tuning, and we're gonna be installing it. So let's hop into it. D1X, spicy boy. He did go ahead and pick up the boundary pump assembly, the crank gear, fuel pump booster, 1050s. I'm assuming this is all the instructions, and those are all the parts and pieces that were stuffed in the truck, so hopefully they didn't miss anything. Also, intercooler up there. So basic idea is I'm going to strip this down to probably timing cover. Yeah, let's just get a jump start on it. A lot of work to do, and we got to get her done. S650 torn down for oil pump gear, crank gear, and we're noticing some things that are a little weird.
No more plastic pan.
No more plastic pan, and the pickup tube is bolted on with, well, what Jay at Velocity just told me is Torx. We can't really see it yet, but it looks like we're gonna have to lower the pan to be able to access the bolts there. Now that's interesting, and if you come over here, we were worried that they might have had the incorrect pump, but they do have the correct one. So obviously we see the change over to the bolt-on pickup tube, you know. So we got a metal pan, bolt-on pickup tube, and some Torx bolts.
Truck tensioners.
Oh, without the ratcheting thing?
There's no ratcheting thing. Those are truck tensioners.
Yeah.
That's what I run on my car.
Interesting. So this is a Gen 3.5. Well, Gen 4, but it's more like a Gen 3.5.
That is really confusing that they didn't use the ratcheting stuff.
I can't tell you.
Ford does a lot of testing on this stuff, and they would definitely put the plastic, you know, ratcheting mechanism on there if it needed it. I kind of got some flack for using those truck tensioners because they don't have the ratchets on it, but you know, that's why I've been running mine forever, and it's been a part. You know, only twice, you know, once to degree the cams, the stock ones, and then once to degree the aftermarket cams, no issues. So maybe you don't need a ratchet.
Typical oil pump gear, crank gear process. I did an in-depth video on how to do this before. We're not going to go in-depth on that because it's basically the same as a Gen 3 minus the that pickup tube. And we got the boundary units, the crank gear, and we got the complete assembled oil pump housing, which is in fact a Ford oil pump housing, just loaded with the boundary gears. Good to go. We got a lot of parts laid out, so hopefully we'll start getting the ProCharger goodies actually thrown on today. All right, so we have the ProCharged S650 up in the dyno shop. White head unit looking good. D1X. We don't really know what it's gonna make for power, but I'm thinking it's gonna be something in the 6s, maybe 7s. Got everything kind of wrapped up on the install. I didn't film a ton of it because a lot of it was just kind of figuring it out. This is a little bit different than the other kits. We left the bumper off to make sure we didn't blow any charge pipes off, so we'll put that back on later. It's complete, it's running, it's driving. So let's see if we can get it to make some power. I don't know who picked the pulley size, but we definitely got way too much boost. But we made 655, 542. We're definitely going to need to drop that boost number down because that is too spicy for 9-3. But 655, 542, we just got way too much boost, brother. Way too much boost.
I detonate now.
Okay, so taking a look at the data so far with the S650, it's got a lot of boost in it. So in order to run 93, which this is just straight 93, no octane booster, nothing, we're gonna wanna target around 10 pounds of boost. Running a large amount of boost on 93 octane, it's not smart. These are 12-to-1 compression motors. It is impressive what they can do, but we don't wanna push too much. So we have a decision to make: lower the boost, add some octane. And if Jason knows me, he's smiling. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna add some octane.
We're gonna add some octane. So I just talked to Parker. He's gonna go bring over some E85. We're just gonna cook up a little E30, E35 mixture. We have a stock fuel system, but with a fuel pump booster and ID 1050Xs. If this thing does what I think it'll do, it might break into the 800 horsepower range because that's probably gonna be a pretty sizable amount of boost. So we just need to get some octane in there and go from there. I knew the boost was spicy, but I didn't know it was that spicy. 872, 622 on E30.
What?
Oh man.
Yeah, this is
We
bad.
need to lower this boost down, guys.
Yeah.
No.
Add more fuel. No.
Add more fuel. Add more time.
Oh man. That's the third hit on it.
Yeah, we got a factory creep. Let's make 1,000.
So, Noah messed up. He knows the small pulley. It's got some E30 in it. I made a few changes just to see if we can make a little bit more power and get a little bit more fuel shoved into it. I don't know if it's gonna work. It really needs a fuel system or a larger pulley, which I think we're gonna end up putting a larger pulley on it. But yeah, what's your vote?
More fuel.
More fuel. More fuel or less boost?
More fuel. More
More
power.
Harrison, you know what you need to do here.
Fully 85.
So we got bored since we can't make any more horsepower because the fuel system's tapped, but ghost cam. Sounds sick. So I definitely didn't film as much of the install as I wanted to, but it is a fairly straightforward install. It's not as easy, I think, as the other ProChargers to install, or maybe I just haven't installed one of these 6-rib kits yet, because I've usually always done an 8-rib where the balancer has an extra pulley on it. Now, when I was putting this together, I said, that is a small pulley, but you know what? Maybe they're the experts. Maybe they know. Maybe the balancer's, smaller. Is one of the reasons why I was a little cautious when we laid into it. Make sure that, the boost wasn't too high for 93, and it was. So this kit does have the big red race valve, which, plops right there in the intercooler. We added our little vacuum reference, and ProCharger includes this little, vacuum block. While it is kind of ugly, this is my sensor right here for the dyno. We're gonna plug that back in when we put it back on. It is a little ugly, it does absolutely work. We were missing one set of ProCharger math bolts. So we had to go to the hardware store and get that. We were missing one clamp, then we were missing 2 clamps because I stole one. So we got 2 clamps on there, and awesome enough, we held down 18 pounds of boost, which is way more than we were expecting. But overall, I mean, it went on there. You know, the head unit looks good. We also did the oil pump gear and crank gear as well. Comment down below if you guys think oil pump gear and crank gear is necessary or not. But we did it. Got this little adjustable bracket, and we can actually adjust the preload there. We did NGK 6510 plugs. Now it's time to wrap this thing up, put a bumper on it, and get ready to hit the streets. All right, just like that, we're buttoned back up, front bumper, radiator support, engine cover, strut tower brace. Just gotta find out what this thing feels like on the street, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be nasty. Even on lower boost, it's gonna be pretty dang sweet. I'd love to rip it on this pulley, but problem is it's just gonna spin and hit the rev limiter, and you know, we know it's lean up there, so we don't wanna go up there. So, but we'll see if we can make a nice 750 or so on less boost. Ghost Cam sounds gangster. The gas a little tappy tap. Oh yeah. What do you think?
That's great. That's fabulous.
Yeah, where is that?
I paid an extra $70 for it to be here right now, so hopefully close.
So we got Harrison here. They took the car to Mustangs at Daytona earlier. There's a little mishap with the mass airflow sensors, for some reason throwing a code, but I think we got it figured out. The car drives great. Even with the Ghost Cam, seems like it drives great. It sounds good. Can't rip it too hard because boost gets a little out of hand, but give it a little wrong before it builds too much boost. How's it feel in the passenger seat?
Faster than it was before, for sure.
Yeah, I mean that's like 5,000 RPM, so it's just starting to kind of spin up, but
That's terrifying.
yeah. Oh, it starts to take off.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
That's 5,500 RPM, so we don't want to go too far over on boost. So, S650, ProCharger, D1X, way too much boost, but it's driving good. So
It is driving good.
Harrison got the pulley overnighted, but it was an 8-rib pulley and an 8-rib belt, and this is a 6-rib system, so I don't think it's gonna work, unfortunately. So sad face. Oh yeah. It starts to take off. Really starts to take off. I feel bad. I like don't want to give it too much RPM, so it's like just the tip, because it makes about 7 pounds of boost at 5,000 RPM, and then it starts to whip right up, and we really don't want to go too much over 10, 11 pounds.
Yeah.
Sounds good on the downshifts,
It does.
and then when we come back to idle, it goes right into Ghost Cam.
Oh my lord.
Bro, that's 5,000 RPM. That's it. It's literally the biggest tease. Like, it's like right as it's about to spool and like makes a big jam.
I need money.
Yeah, fuel system, we'll be able to hammer this thing down.
And a clutch.
Yeah. With the windows It
doesn't shut up front anymore though.
Yeah, it's kind of cool though in like quiet mode.
Yeah, I like it a little bit.
If you just want to hear all the noise without all the exhaust, you know, blaring.
Last time I was headed home, I ran into a GT350 as soon as I got on the interstate when it went full bolt on.
It's such a tease, bro. All the noises, quick suspension. It's well routed, it's good. Ghost cam. Dialed. Oh, I saved you.
There you go.
You almost died. Alright, this is where we're saying goodbye to the S650. Harrison drive back to Georgia. Unfortunately, we don't have the lower boost numbers. And we really didn't get to see the full potential of this pulley. But definitely comment down below if you guys want to see it. Maybe we can get Harrison to throw it on a dyno up in Georgia because he actually lives pretty far away. But he's driving this home tonight. Drives great. It makes too much boost, like I said. But, you know, I told him to be responsible. And that ghost cam sounds pretty crazy. So, if you guys like the video, you want to check out more with the S650, you want to get your NA car tuned, ghost cam, pop tune, you want to get some boost, hit me up, email down below, website, all that stuff, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, intercooler looking good right there. Now they wanted to keep the ghost cam tune, but it has been running pretty stable, so I was okay with it. And it sounds pretty good. So, it's one of the first few S650s tuned up.